Hello, I'm Brigadier General Dave Gardner, Commander of JRTC and Fort Johnson, and this is Post Command Sergeant Major David Hanson. Our team wanted to take this opportunity to provide you with a severe weather update and how well the installation is postured to respond to a weather event. In this video, we will bring you essential tips and guidelines for severe weather preparedness. Weather events can be destructive and devastating, but with proper preparedness, we can safeguard ourselves and our loved ones. The National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA's outlook for the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season, which goes from June 1st to November 30th, predicts a slightly below average Atlantic tropical season. NOAA is forecasting a range of 12 to 17 total named storms, with winds of 39 miles per hour or higher. The most active time for our area is now through mid-October. JRTC and Fort Johnson will begin issuing guidance and alerts once a storm is 96 hours out from a predicted landfall in Louisiana. If a hurricane or other severe weather does impact the JRTC and Fort Johnson community, you need to be prepared to be self-sufficient for up to 72 hours when post services such as water and power may not be available. That is why building a kit now is so important.
As Brigadier General Gardner said, building a severe weather kit now will help protect you and your loved ones during and after the storm. Stocking up on essential supplies is the first step toward preparedness. Make sure you have non-perishable food, drinking water, batteries, flashlights, first aid kits, and any necessary medications. Don't forget your pets' needs as well. Aim for a week's worth of provisions. If you are financially able, purchase a generator now to include gas cans and extension cords. I also wanted to express the importance of our unit facility managers. After a storm, identification of damage and recovery is a team effort, and we need everyone's help. Facility managers monitor and report the status of facilities before and after severe weather to mitigate damages. Training for our facility managers is every other Thursday. The points of contact are Mr. Darren Sanders at 337-531-7068 or Mr. Wade Morrison at 337-531-6597.
In this video, you will also hear from our Director of Plans, Training, Mobilization, and Security, the United States Air Force Weather Squadron, and the Fort Johnson Garrison Command Sergeant Major. Please take the time to watch this video and share this important information with other members in our community. Remember, a prepared community saves lives. We cannot prevent severe weather, but we can certainly prepare for its arrival by following these tips and staying vigilant. We can minimize the impact these storms have on our lives. Thank you and have a great Fort Johnson day.
Hi, I am Command Sergeant Major Stephen Nilsson, the JRTC and Fort Johnson Garrison Sergeant Major.
Hello, and I'm Mark Leslie, the Director of Plans, Training, Mobilization, and Security.
Hello, I am Senior Airman Mariah Satterley, part of the U.S. Air Force weather team here supporting you at Fort Johnson.
I would like to take this opportunity to provide some severe weather preparedness tips for the soldiers residing in the barracks and families living in the housing areas as well as off the installation to keep in mind. First, a little on barracks safety. Listen to your chain of command, stay informed, and report your status to your chain of command. Maintain accountability before, during, and after severe weather events will be of the utmost importance and will help bring peace of mind to your friends, families, and leaders. Maintain a minimum of a 3-day supply of food and water. Severe weather events such as hurricanes can knock out power for several days, making it challenging to access these items we take for granted. It is also a good practice to have cash on hand. Power outages will make other forms of payment challenging. Seek refuge in a small interior room, closet, or hallway. In multiple-story buildings, the first and second floors are generally safe places to seek refuge. Stay away from windows, skylights, and glass doors, and keep interior doors shut. Please do not go outside when the eye passes over. The winds and rain will soon resume. Do not get lulled into a false sense of security. Lastly, do not evacuate unless instructed to do so. For our residents on and off the installation, in addition to several of the tips provided to the soldiers residing in the barracks, here are a few more tips to consider. Don't put yourself in danger to get to post. Maintain accountability with your chain of command telephonically or some other form of communication medium. Review your evacuation and family communication plans and assemble a disaster supply kit. Pay attention to weather conditions in the entire Gulf Coast during the severe weather season and register for a weather notification system such as Nixle to stay informed. If you must travel, avoid flooded roads as they may be unseen hazards. A few considerations for around the home and barracks. Secure all stray objects in the yard, such as bikes, trash cans, toys. Keep your vehicles fully fueled and maintain some spare gas cans. Rationing of fuel may occur depending on the severity of the storm. Protect your vehicles by placing them under shelter or in a garage. Secure important documents such as wills, passports, personal identification, renter's insurance, policy numbers, etc., and be able to transport these items in the event evacuation is necessary. If you have a generator, know how to set it up and test it before severe weather season is upon you. Know where the water and gas shutoff valves are in the event of emergency, should you need to turn these off. If you have any questions or concerns involving damage to unit facilities, please call DPW at 337-531-1379. If damage involves a residential area, call the Corvius Maintenance Hotline at 337-537-5050 or 866-436-2047. Residential areas, if you experience any problems with water leaks, pipes, power loss, or if your heater is not working and the outside temperature is 55 degrees or below, please contact the maintenance hotline at 337-537-5050 or 866-436-2047. Please keep in mind that these tips and considerations are not all inclusive, and further discussion and thought between loved ones should occur to ensure your utmost safety and well-being.
As General Gardner mentioned, June through November is hurricane season here in the state of Louisiana. September and October is our peak hurricane season here in the Gulf Coast region. Although tornadoes can happen at any time, our peak tornado season in this region is October and November time frame. Tornado season in the state of Louisiana is especially dangerous due to our high water table and our inability to have subsurface shelters to protect ourselves. During severe weather season, it's especially important that you maintain, as our Major mentioned, a 3-day supply of food for every single member of the household, supplies for your pets, medical supplies, and a 3-day supply of all prescription. Additional consideration is to have additional water for flushing, cleaning, and washing during this time that's not necessarily potable water. A gas tank half full is a gas tank half empty. Don't add to the gas rush during hurricane season. And then keep yourself informed. You know, the Army motto during severe weather season is make a plan, have a kit, stay informed. One way you can stay informed is by monitoring all the Fort Johnson social media sites and also our digital Garrison app. Another great site, whether you live on the installation or off the installation, is Nixle. Just Google the word Nixle, go in and enter your parish zip code, and you'll get all the alerts, not only for severe weather, but for any other emergency that may be happening in that region. This is especially helpful when you travel. After a storm, it's especially important to stay safe. So just because the storm is ended and the all clear has been given, make sure you're aware of all hazards in your region and outside in your area before you depart that area. And then be safe with generators. You know, last year in the state of Louisiana, we lost more people due to carbon monoxide poison than we did through hurricanes itself. So when you shut up a generator, make sure you know how to use it, make sure it's properly ventilated, and make sure it's away from the house. I can assure you Fort Johnson is prepared for hurricane season. We have a validated plan. We brief the commander for this plan every year, and it is a good plan. It's been used many times in the past.
With the hurricane season running from June 1st to November 30th, we expect to have a slightly below average Atlantic tropical season as we step into the peak months for hurricane development. Looking at climatological hurricane tracks, as we get closer to September, which is our peak month for tropical storm activity, it is becoming more likely that we will see storm tracks shift away from the North Atlantic and into the Caribbean before shifting back to the North Atlantic later this season. For the 2023-2024 severe weather risk window, abundant moisture from the Gulf and high average temperatures will support strong thunderstorm development as we move towards the fall season. In August, we'll see average high temperatures in the lower 90s, with our max temperature reaching as high as 108 degrees Fahrenheit. We expect that about 15 days we will experience precipitation and we will see an average of 4 inches of rain for the month. For September, our average temperature will be in the upper 80s, and we'll start to see an increase in frontal systems that bring higher potential for severe weather events such as tornadic activity, hail, flooding, and strong winds. We can also expect to see 12 days that we will experience precipitation totaling about 5 inches of rainfall.
Remember, make a plan, build a kit, stay informed, and have a great Fort Johnson Day.